Okay, I have tried and tried and tried to fly this event as part of the Mig Killers campaign by Reflected Simulations. And I don't know what parameter of the mission I'm not meeting in order to get a mission success. So I'm going to give it another go at this point. So I will see you when we get to the range.
Alright, first we're going to show you what not to do. We'll set up for a defensive perch, 1.5 miles abeam, 15,000 feet, 400 knots. On my call, we'll both turn left 50 degrees, and I'll reverse into a gentle right turn. Place your pipper on me and plug in the blowers. All call fights on and pull. Your job is to keep the pipper on my jet. It's called pure pursuit. Don't squeeze the trigger, just keep tracking. Is it clear?
Clear, sir.
Right.
You find that you run out of airspeed very quickly and still won't be able to turn with me. If you slow below 350 in combat, you're only seconds away from death because either I'll come around and shoot you or the other MiG that you haven't seen will. You always want to keep your speed up. Speed is life. Alright, you ready?
Ready.
Ready. Speed Angels on the left.
Speed and Angels on the right.
Alright, tapes on, check left 50 degrees.
Left.
Okay, I'm reversing my turn.
Right.
Alright, like the cans, place the pipper on them. Roger. Tracking.
Yes.
Lights on. Lights on.
Lights on. Here we go.
Alright, pull. Keep them in your gun sight. And we're out of speed and dead. 2, knock it off. 1, knock it off. See how quickly things can turn to shit when you don't keep your speed up?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
all my warning.
Alright, this is what you should never do against a MiG. Speed is life. Okay, let's get set for the second exercise where we'll show you what to do instead. Sounds good? Yes, sir.
Still trying to turn with him. Speed. All my warnings. Alright, let's move on.
We'll set up for a defensive perch just like before. You roll in, and you call when you're tracking, and that's when the fight starts. I want you to get into something we call lag pursuit. Big turns in a circle with a much smaller radius and at a slower speed. Remember the Phantom's best sustained turn speed?
420 knots?
That's correct. It's a lot more than the MiGs, but you'll also fly it along a larger circle, concentric to the Bandit's turn. Instead of trying to turn inside the MiG's turn, which you can't do, slide to the outside. Along this larger circle, you can fly faster and use your larger turn rate to stay behind the MiG, push his smaller radius. You can actually turn with the MiG and gain speed until you have enough to target a missile on him and get a shot. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Stabilize the bogey approximately 30 to 35 degrees high at 12 o'clock and hold them there until the radar delay times have elapsed. They'll be well above your canopy rail. Lag pursuit can also make it very difficult for the Bandit pilot to maintain sight of the attacker, particularly when the attacker is on the cold side or near the bogey 6 o'clock. MiG turns well, but he also bleeds a lot of energy doing so. The Phantom is like a goddamn barn door in the air. You survive because of its 2 fuel-guzzling engines. Try to point your nose well behind the Bandit along its flight path. Visualize the circle he's flying along, then try to get to the outside of it. Imagine a 1-mile stick sticking out his tailpipe, like on the models you use during the briefings. You want to be at the end of that stick, but it's constantly moving away from you. Once you get there, you pull hard to place your pipper on me. When you get a tone, you pull just a little bit of lead, relax the pressure to get below 2 Gs, and fire. Easy. You ready?
Ready.
I'm ready. Speed Angels on the left.
Speed and Angels on the right.
Alright, tapes on, check left 50 degrees.
Okay, I'm reversing my turn. Tracking. Lights on.
Alright, here we
Lights
go.
on. Okay, get outside this turn circle. Keep your speed at 420 knots. Patience, don't give up your airspeed for angles. Roger.
This is the
Radar contact, nose 30 miles from the tanker. You said you had the radar contact on the goal?
Which AOA?
Roger, stand by.
burn up a lot of fuel doing.
Box 2. Kill bandit. Copy kill, knock it off. 2,
That's it.
knock it off.
How you do it?
Alright, good job.
Hot
See what
diggity
the
damn.
Lag pursuit can make? Yes, sir. Let's set up for another one. Take it one step further.
Okay.
Alright, this time we'll take the lag pursuit one step further. When jockeying for a shot, you can face two problems. Either the angle off is too high and you're not looking up his tailpipe, or you got too close. Minimum launch distance of the A9 Bravo is 1,000 feet. Speed reduction may not be desirable, since a speed advantage often provides a maneuverability advantage, particularly below corner speed. The attacker may lose maneuvering potential. An out-of-plane maneuver is often the best alternative in this situation.
Okay.
Let's say the bogey's pulling hard to the right and you're closing at about 400 knots. You see you're going to overshoot. The attacker levels his wings and pulls nose up out of the defender's plane of turn. Resulting climb reduces speed and the component velocity in the defender's direction. The attacker continues to pull up, possibly also pulling somewhat towards the bogey's flight path in a rolling pull maneuver to ensure that he passes above and behind the defender as he crosses his flight path. A slow, continuous roll to the outside enables the attacker to maintain sight throughout, and he passes above and behind the defender, essentially inverted. Trading airspeed for altitude in this maneuver allows the attacker to maintain his total energy better than if he had simply pulled more G in a level turn. In low G conditions, once the climb is established, may even allow for energy addition. From then on, the attacker benefits from the gravity assist in the nose-low turn, allowing him to pull the bogey closer to the nose and position offensively in lag pursuit. Really neat maneuver. If the bogey reverses at the apex of your roll, continue to roll around his flight path through another 270 degrees and use lag pursuit techniques. Ready to give it a go?
Why not?
Ready. too close, I want you to do a barrel roll to the left, get in a lag pursuit. You can either fire a Fox 2 or close in and do another barrel roll of practice. Alright, let's do it. Roger. Speed Angels on the left. Speed Angels on the right. Alright, tapes on, check left 50 degrees.
I lost him. There he is.
Okay, I'm reversing my turn. Tracking. Lights on. Lights on. Alright, get into leg pursuit, but don't fire. Let's get within 1,000 feet of him. Roger.
I'm at the limit of my head track. Keep him right above my canopy brow so we start closing in.
He's at 1.5 miles. At this altitude, this is the maximum range for the AIM-9B.
Gotta get closer. The idea is we gotta close in on him. Make it look like we're gonna have an over. We got a lag roll over the top of him. Comes. Holding the same amount of pressure. Got the AIM-9 shot.
3/4 miles. This is the heart of the envelope. Let's get closer. 3,000 feet. 2,000. 1,000. Pull up and barrel roll to the left. Rudders only, no ailerons. Alright, now get back into leg pursuit and kill him. Roger.
It is. Alright, so we gotta reset that.
Feet. 2,000. Fox 2. Kill bandit. Copy kill, knock it off.
Woo! Got him.
Knock it off. Alright, you're getting the hang of this. In the last engagement, I'll teach you the most important maneuver of the entire course. Ready? Yes, sir.
Be the egg. Sure shit burned up a lot of fuel doing that.
be a butterfly set, and this time I'll shoot back. We start off a mile and a half of beam, 15,000 feet, 400 knots.
He's gonna
When
shoot
I call
back.
for cutaway, we turn 50 degrees away from each other. Then when I tell you, reverse your turn and turn back into me to make a head-on left-to-left pass happen. Once we pass each other, I'll call flights on. Clear so far?
Clear.
Yeah, I want you to hit the merge at 450 knots minimum, because you'll need to pull up into the vertical and do an egg. Gang showed it to you on your fan flight, didn't he?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. The F4 is estimated to have a thrust to weight advantage of about 20%, but a wing loading 80% greater than that of the MiG. So the MiG will probably turn hard left or right. Bury the stick in your lap. Pull 5 Gs until you're going straight up. You can even get a little bit on your back so that you keep track of the bandit. At around 150 knots, you start pulling back just on the edge of light buffet. From then on, your only goal is to get into the firing envelope. Use the rudder to get where you need to be. Don't come screaming back in with the pipper on me. You want to pull outside of my turn. Looking straight up my tailpipe or within 40 degrees, about a mile and a half distance. If you mess it up, unload, pull up into another egg.
Okay, but what if you follow me?
I can't. The 17 has to keep up its speed to utilize its turning advantage. But every time it turns, it bleeds energy. Phantom has an afterburn, which will help it to escape after its turns. Most 17s don't. So the Phantom, extending speedily with every turn in order to keep out of the MiG's weapon range, is going to try to make the 17 turn a lot, which would eventually render it slow and vulnerable. Meat on the table. Another factor of prime concern to the F4 pilot is sun position. Whenever practical, each extension and pitch back should be made in the direction of the sun, forcing the opponent to look up sun as much as possible. This is particularly important in the rear quarter missile scenario, since maintaining sight is more difficult for the bogey pilot in such situations, and the presence of the sun also may preclude a heat-seeking missile shot during the extension or subsequent pitch back. Make sense?
Yes, sir. Speed Angels on the left. Speed Angels on the right. All right, tape's on. Take the other way. Turn back in. Left to left. Left to left. Lights on. Lights on. All right, pull. Keep the nose parked up high. Look back over your shoulder and see what he's doing. At 150 knots, it's time to pull back over the top. Imagine the optimum firing position, but don't go where it is now. Go where it's going to be when you pull out. We have an aircraft within 10 miles of this opposite direction.
Correction, I'm in 3.
Right here. All I need to do now, keep him in lag pursuit. When I can, get my shot,
He's at our 1 o'clock.
Trying to kill me.
One o'clock.
Got him. I got him. Right here. Hi. It is. There it is. Extending. Not ready to pull him into the HUD yet. Nope, I'm not looking up his tailpipe.
He's at our 1 o'clock.
Doing?
He's at our 2 o'clock.
Low. Mercy.
Box 2. He's at our 11 o'clock.
Lag roll time.
He's at our 9 o'clock.
Nice move.
He's all yours. We're on the 6. He's all yours. We're on the 6. Box 2. Box 2.
Ah, got him now.
Kill bandit.
Got him now. Got him there.
Knock it off.
Whew.
Shit high, we got him. Nicely done. All right, join up and cruise. Let's head back for the debrief. 2.
Finally. Whew. Damn. Think I'd get that. Dots. One of them was right into the ground. The second one. The first one was close.